This is Getbackseaon, baby.
Yeah, after a long time, we're back now. How long has it been? About two weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 2 3 weeks. Nah, maybe a month, bro.
Oh, it's probably been a month. You've been chilling, man. You've been on holiday.
Now we came back with a special guest. I didn't even know about him, but Rich introduced me to him, so you can introduce yourself.
Me, my name's Armani from TakeRisks, bro. Like TakeRisks, the umbrella that's got conversation with the risk taker in there. TakeRisks, the clothing. Mm-hmm. That's what man do, really.
Now we got a special guest for you guys. Obviously, just introduced himself. So again, we just want to say thank you for coming on. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you for jumping on. But yeah, it's get back season. Let's get into it. But anyways, how's your day been? I know you've been busy.
Me, yeah. I've been busy still. I've been busy today. I was up from like 8 o'clock just to go into work basically and just focus on getting the shop ready basically. So every single day, that's what man's been on all day. You get what I'm saying? Like rest is minimal right now.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You know what's funny though? People normally have like the idea of just because you have your own business that you can work less.
Yeah.
But if anything,
I can't lie. Nah, listen. People like you see like 9 to 5 and whatever. Yeah, I feel like it's easier on the brain because you don't have to like when you go home from work. Yeah. You can just kind of like chill. Like you know what I'm saying. But obviously some obviously got to do home. Like teachers would have to do homework at work and whatever. But yeah, I feel like you lot's gotta not you lot specifically, but as in like you get what I'm saying. It's kind of easier than having to like consistently like you see me chilling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's like guilty. I feel guilty and I feel upset. Like, see, like watching a movie and I'm just like, yo, that's a whole hour, hour and a half, like of doing nothing, like, you know what I mean? So it's just my brain's just constantly working. Like that's what it is, really. So
what would you say? That makes you want to do it though? If you say 9 to 5 is easy on your mind.
What makes me want to do it? Like all right, then cool. Like the freedom of living on my own time. Yeah, that's one. And like wanting to leave a legacy, then basically that's another thing that makes me want to do it. Yeah, that's what
legacy is quite important. A lot of people talk about it, but that's a big statement as well. Like you need to do big things as well.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to leave a legacy like Bob Marley out here. Man, I talk about my man died in 1981. Man, is still talking about him now and that. Like you get what I'm saying? Like man need a legacy that's gonna live forever, you get what I'm saying? So that's what man's working towards, really. Like, trust me, it's not even about money like that. Like, man's head's not switch off to money because you still need money. Yeah. Like, bro, I swear, like it's like when I say it's about the bigger picture, fam, it's proper about the bigger picture, bro. I swear to God.
No, of course, but I agree with you because I was having a chat with my colleague the other day about like the whole just continuing going and feeling like guilty when you have rest, if that makes sense. Because like I'm very similar in the sense of both me and Thomas are very like-minded in that sense of when we're kind of switched off, I feel guilty, if that makes sense. Because I was talking to my colleague and he was like, oh, you're going to enjoy your weekend? I was like, nah, I got a plan for the podcast. And after I finish the podcast on the weekends, then I'm doing this and then I'm doing that. Yeah. He's like, oh, what? So don't you chill? And I was like, bro, the best way I can put it, anytime I'm relaxing, I feel like I'm not doing anything. When I'm not productive or let's just say I'm not working on a podcast or I'm not thinking about a different idea to take me away from the 9 to 5, I'm thinking like, I'm slacking. Even though I'm young, people will be like, oh no, you're young, relax. And I'm thinking the level of, not even wealth, as you tried to say, the legacy or that the type of changes I'm trying to make in my life, and not just for the people around me, but for the people watching, for family, for friends, for my sisters, whatever. I want them to look at it and be like, yeah, you know what, don't just settle.
100, man, 100.
Don't just settle. So when you say that, I'm like, you know what, that's true, because at the end of the day, when you sit down, as you said, an hour and a half, 2 hours, that's 2 hours that you're not going to get back. When you put those 2 hours into your brand or something, you'll get like the what you get back from it is huge compared to when you're watching a movie on Netflix. What do you get? You don't even get enjoyment.
Exactly.
If anything, you're falling asleep.
Exactly. However, like what I've learned, is how to like, you see the other side of it in terms of like how like trying to tell myself to stop feeling guilty for chilling. The reason, like, because you do have to actually enjoy it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what? Because imagine if I got licked down by a bus tomorrow, I'm pissed, I'm pissed because I ain't done enough like fun shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, have to like enjoy this at the same time as like trying to like move forward in life, and that I still gotta like sit back and say, you know what, a one film ain't gonna kill me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that I have to. It's a balance, yeah. It's a balance, but the guilty outweighs the go on, just chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my just chill and lock off, yeah, is going on holidays. So say I go on like, all right then, cool. Say on average, say 4 holidays a year, yeah. That's my 4 times to like relax and switch off. You get what I'm saying? Because things will get patterned when I'm not there, yeah. But when I'm here, I feel like I'm just in this country, like on a working thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm abroad, kick back, yo, I don't even care about orders. Chill out,
Just relax.
You know what I'm saying? But when I'm here, work mode, mate.
Yeah, but how do you manage it then, yeah? With family members and everything. How do you manage to get time with them? How do you manage to even, let's say, build memories with them? Because at the end of the day, you need to spend time with them as well.
Yeah,
You never know.
that's what I'm saying. This is why I feel this is why I feel guilty in that, because like for example, like man's got a little sister, yeah, and man don't see her nowhere near as much as I should be seeing her, because like man should be in her ear, like, oh, your grooming sounds wild, yeah. But I mean, like, like grooming her in the right way, though, into like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just knowing, having life skills in that from like a male and someone that's not like parent age, the age of her parents that looks like, oh, you're just trying to tell me what to do, what do you know, type of thing.
Yeah.
So I should be way more hands-on with her, yeah. But because I'm actually like so busy, yeah, like man don't get as much time as I should. So what I end up doing is like bringing her to work. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like obviously she's 11 now, so like she can do 1 and 2 in the warehouse and that. Like, yeah, listen, go construct this box or something, or go and do something. You get what I'm saying? And then in that time, we're bonding and that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not good, but that's just what it is right now.
Can't be a bad idea.
That's great, because how I see it, it's like without you knowing, probably you're setting certain foundations for her, because as the older brother, she's looking at you and saying, okay, he's created this platform, this brand for himself, where like you're creating your own work, if that makes sense, which is good. And the fact that let's just say you're showing her the distribution side of things, without her subconsciously knowing, she's learning things. So when she gets older, she's like, let's just say when people try to stick it on and say, oh, you know what, you need to go in this type of route and be like, let's just say everyone else. She already has that outward type of thinking, because she's looked up to you for how many years, seeing you doing what you're doing. So without you knowing, you're actually you're showing her the ropes. Yeah, defo, man. And she needs to stop telling people I'm rich or whatever. She needs to stop going around school and like using my name like that. Yeah. But like, yeah, I do reckon that like she does see what's going on, and she's very like witty enough. She's witty enough to know that like, yo, what's happening out here. So it is a good example. It is a good example to show her still, I'll be honest. So yeah, I am happy about that, but I just feel like I should spend more time. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I get you, man.
So Axon, yeah, me and Richie was talking initially with Axon. How did the brand come up? How do you come up with a brand? How did
I come up with it? Yeah. All right, cool. Boom. Like. Man's gonna give the long story short one. Yeah. Let me explain why. Because 2030, man's gonna shoot a documentary, and just explain it all.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right. The easiest way to say how I came up with it is basically like, oh God, no! I'm trying to figure. All right, wait there. I'm trying to figure What do you want, the PC way or the raw and uncut way?
Just go raw and cut.
Raw and uncut, man.
All right, cool. A lot of my friends will go in jail, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For similar things to what I was doing. So I'm saying to myself, I'm not just smarter than like everyone out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way, like, I'm not just the person who's just gonna get away with it, like, if everyone out, like, you know what I'm saying? So I sat back and I said, you know what? So, back to what I was saying, yeah. I was thinking of different ways to, like, do other things in that, yeah. And then, so I just thought, like, at first, it was meant to be, like, a podcast, because this is when podcasts was just starting to, like, go on with themselves. So I was like, oh, I'll do a podcast and try and interview artists and that, but I didn't know no one. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm literally I'm from Birmingham and I don't know no one in the seat. Like, the people I knew actually tell a lie. Temper from Birmingham, old Temper. Aston artist, no, it's from Aston. All right, cool.
You know what it is? I'm not even from Birmingham.
Oh, I swear, where are you
from? Cyprus.
What? Wait, yo. All right, wait, we're gonna get to that. Let me finish what I'm saying. Cool. So anyway, I knew a couple artists, the local artists and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, long story short, NFTR came about, Grime Daily's thing.
Oh yeah. Not for the radio.
Not for the radio. Yeah, obviously he knows everyone, all the artists and that. So I'm thinking, I can't even verse this geezer. Like, that's mad. You get me? I was going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, So we was gonna use clothing to promote the podcast anyway. So we said, it's not we said. I said, yo, we're gonna I'm gonna just basically just promote the clothes then instead of doing the podcast. The clothes I was gonna come up with, just promote them in it type of thing. So I just happened to just start promoting clothes, and then it just like kind of worked. Like obviously, didn't just work, but you know what I mean. Like that's how I just transitioned into like I do clothes now.
You know what? Because a lot of people do clothing over here, and actually building. I did some clothing stuff, e-commerce as well, but it's not easy as it sounds.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So I'm asking you. My question is this: you know, when you said I just started promoting, it makes it sound easy. Like, how do you put a plan in place? How do you figure out like, yo, let me do this, it's gonna work and stuff like that?
Boy, man had no plan, fam. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, watch this, my dad said this to me one time, this is kind of like recently, say about 9 months ago, he said this to me, and I didn't realise, I was offended when he said it, but then when I sat back, I said, he said, yo, you're not an interviewer, you're not a clothing designer, you're a businessman. And I was offended. I'm thinking, what?
Pattern gang.
No, but hear me though. I'm thinking, yes, I am. Are you mad? What? I'm a clothing designer. Are you mad? Course, I'm an interview. What? You see what I'm going in with? That's what in my head I was arguing myself. Like, yo, is he dumb? But then I sat there and thought, you know what? It's true though. You know, like man's just on like, man's just like, give me water to sell. I guarantee I sell some water. I'm telling you, I'm gonna sell some water, bro. Like, so that's like how it is. So in terms of like putting a plan together, I didn't have no plan. I just came up with some designs and that blah blah, and then like was like, I didn't wait. First of all, I went on holiday in the clothes and that. Didn't tell no one it was my clothing, blah blah. But obviously, you know, I was taking little pictures, looking neat and that. People are like, oh, yo, hard. What jumper's that? I'm like, oh, just some brand called TakeRisks or something. You know, I think, don't know. You get me? That's how I'm running with it. Like, oh, it's just some brand still, but bare people's asking. You get me? Boom. One of the 6-7, who's a UK group, one of the first drill groups about 6-7. I had one of them on Snap randomly. I don't know why I had him on Snap. Nah, it wasn't even Scribs. I had ASAP. I had him on Snap. And then he just shouted me like, yo, he was one of the people that said, yo, what brand's that? That's hard.
That's pattern.
So I'm like, one brand called TakeRisks, you know, it's definitely called TakeRisks. I know the owner if you want to meet him, like, I'll sort it out for you and that, blah, blah, you get me? My man was like, boom, 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 shout me like, when you get back on holiday, shout me and that. I said, cool. Then, then I've come back off holiday, I've shouted him. He's like, oh, yo, I showed the whole crew, everyone wants one.
That's crazy.
But hear me, I've only got 6 hats though. He's saying the whole team. I'm like, how many is that?
And everyone that knows 6-7,
there's a big them, bro.
Big group. Big group.
I just went down there with like 6 hats, bro. I'm like, yo, listen, just please make sure this gets to the main one.
How'd you come up with the designs though? Who made the designs though?
Me, fam, like, bro, that's what I'm saying about like, man, just creative, like, in very different ways and that. So, probably the first design is more time an accident, fam. Like, if I'm being honest, like, it's just like, man, you see, like everyone else that's doing the clothing, you just try a thing, like, I think this looks decent.
Yeah, just put it together.
Put that out, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now it's got more thought behind it and that. Before, like, you're just like, boy, I think I would wear this. Put it out, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I would actually be very intrigued, to see what the original logo looks like. Because years ago, when I was back in high school, I had a brand idea. I was gonna call it. I won't tell you what I was gonna call because I don't want to patent it just yet. But anyways, I was gonna call it something. Anyways, I was working on the logo and everything, and the original logo, when I got it first printed and everything, patterned it, and then probably, let's just say 2 years later, I must have left the brand, and then I was like, you know what, let me actually kind of get it done because I want to push it out there. The logo that was it now was a complete different different thing. Like, obviously, long story short, I didn't end up like going forward with it. That's something in years to come. I said, you know what, when I get more time on my hands, I'll probably put together. But it's crazy how like a brand is literally, it's like a transition, because it's a transition of your own story without you knowing it. Because 1 minute you may look at the logo and think, that's hard. But then 5 years later, you're looking at it like, actually, it needs an update. Then you just change it up. So it would be very sick to, I can't wait for the documentary to see behind the scenes stuff.
Therefore, man, and even in the shop, 8th of October, make sure you come down. But boom, even in the shop, Man's gonna have like the first original thing that man made. It's gonna be framed in the shop. You get what I'm saying? The jumper that I took on holiday that people was asking about. That exact one that I wore. I'm not saying who cares if I wore it, but I'm just saying the first ever one.
Worn by Armani.
Yeah.
Just like at the top.
No one's gonna buy it because no one's gonna care if it's worn by me. But the point is though, that's gonna be framed in that. So like the shop is aiming to tell a little story behind the brand as well. You get what I'm trying to say? So the original logo and that, you'll see it in there, man. You'll see it in there.
So go more into the shop, like how. So obviously, like I believe the TakeRisks brand now is more, let's just say, an e-commerce brand based online. So what made you, let's just say, want to transition into the shop world, having an actual base, and why Bullring specifically? Obviously, Bullring. Anyone that knows Bullring is very iconic in Birmingham. It's our main like shopping center. So why like there?
The last one, the last question, which is why there, because of what you said, is the iconic, is the everyone from Birmingham grew up in the Bullring. I'm like literally like the Bullring is that's Birmingham, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I can't lie, like that's the if you mention Birmingham, that's probably the most iconic thing that like you'll see the bull or something. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's the reason why there.
Yeah.
The reason why on a shop one is because basically I was doing like man would do pop-up shops, like, so sorry man. The first pop-up shop that I did was in Lewisham in London, in 2019. Then
Manchester.
Yeah, then Manchester. But wait, let's go before that now. So documentary settings just come. Listen. So boom, first pop-up shop was in 2019 in Lewisham in a shop called Crep Select. Shout them out.
Yeah.
Boom. That was that. Then the second one was in Manchester, and then the third, the second one was in Manchester, and then after the Manchester one, went on tour with Potter and basically done a shop in every city he went to on what's it called? You get what I'm saying?
On like a tour.
On a tour thing. You get what I'm saying? So cool. So basically, I realized from the shops that the shop thing, like the footfall, like people just walking past, happen to see it. Oh, I swear, like you can't just walk past the website, like, you get what I'm saying. But obviously, you can walk past, you can just scroll past on Insta and see something though. Yeah. So that's the same kind of thing as a shop type of thing. But so before, so. Let me think. Yeah, so the reason why man was undoing the shop is because man's done pop-up shops, but I've done pop-up shops in different cities and not my own city. You know what I'm saying? So like man would be hearing the little nigglings on, why is he not doing it in here? Why not in Birmingham?
Deep it, that's actually a mad thing.
That I haven't done in Birmingham?
Yeah, considering, obviously, it's like your Birmingham-based brand, let's just say, and all the other places before, because I always have like a thought to always say, get big in your city first and then expand. But you just did a whole thing.
I did the opposite.
Yeah. You know, I want to challenge the statement,
Go on,
Is it me? But I think if you're brand in the UK, you cannot make it in Birmingham. You have to be London. Would you say it's true?
I'm agreeing.
You know what? Birmingham people say this all the time. That's one thing I heard all the time.
But that's not even just in the clothing thing. That's in everything you see, like music, fashion, everything. If anything you want to do, bro, Birmingham ain't getting behind it first, bro. Like the out of Birmingham will get behind it, and then after they get behind it, Birmingham now is like, oh, I swear, I know my man. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, TakeRisks,
affiliation.
That's what happens.
People want to be like, oh, yeah, I know him. Oh, I went to school with him. Blah, blah, blah.
But what I'm saying is, them say like, all right, then cool. So, man will be in Birmingham, a city I grew up in my whole life. Man would say, yo, this at the very start. Man would be like, yo, man's got hats and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, man selling like 10. Man go to London, and t-shirts. Man selling bleep the number, bro. Man selling bare dough blood. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man's going crazy. Like, all right, let's just say, like, say for example, man selling 10 times the amount. Obviously, it's bigger in it. London's bigger.
Yeah.
But bro, it's not even about that. It's just, bro. If it's hard, man want that. In Birmingham, if it's hard, whose is it though? It's hard, but swear down. My man's got a cousin whose brother, whose auntie slapped me in the face 2 years ago.
Ask him for a discount. That's what it is. Bust me a discount.
Oh, yes. Oh, swear down. I went to school with him. Surely he can give me a £20 off. Nah, big man. Nah, bro. But so anyway, Yeah, so no, but that wasn't the reason why I didn't do it in Birmingham to start with. But obviously, basically, man, like statistically, man's the biggest in London. Not the biggest. I mean, my demographic or sales, etc., is in like the biggest place for it is in London. You get what I'm saying?
Fair enough, yeah.
So that's why I did London first. Manchester was just like, oh yeah, what, spotting money? Yeah, might as well. Go on then. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Manchester was like broadening it a bit, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like, cool, so in the levels of, it would be like London first, Birmingham, blah, 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 then Manchester.
Yeah.
So man saying, oh, let me go Manchester, go boost up this a little bit, you get what I'm saying? So that type of thing. And then obviously then you'd be hearing, yo, how come they ain't done Brum, fam? Yo, what going for Brum, boom, boom, bare Brum talking that. So I'm like, all right, cool. But in my head, I just know the reason I'm ignoring, just leaving everyone say this, because I know when I'm doing Brum, man's doing Brum.
Proper.
Okay, fair enough.
Bullring settings when I'm doing Brum. You get me?
I hear it.
So now we're hearing it. Now we sorted it out. So yeah, Bullring, we're here.
Just give them a reminder. Where can I find the store? What date and what time? So then that way, whoever's watching, they know. Yeah, I can slide
Boom.
that day.
Saturday, the 8th of October, is the opening day. If for whatever reason the cat ate your homework, whatever happens, and you can't be there, man's open anyway, so just come down. You get what I'm trying to say? Man's there, innit? Like, yeah, so boom.
Nah, that's
shop's there, innit?
that's sick. You know.
Oh, sorry, it's in Bullring. It's in Bullring on the outside by Wagamama's. Find next to Sports Direct on the outside. You know what I'm talking about. Just cool yourself.
When it comes to your brand, I've realized obviously you got like I would say a lot of affiliations with different, like, let's just say rappers and whatnot. Obviously I've seen Digger D wear your stuff. Obviously we just talked about 6-7, Pot of Paper. Like when it comes to, let's just say, networking and actually connecting with those people, how did you go about like that? Like, because I always say, like, when it comes to the networking side, that's what kind of helps your brand grow. So one, would you say that obviously with connecting with people, that kind of helped that transition of the brand take off? But then two, also, how do you actually like network? How do you reach out to these people and not just get them to wear the clothes, but how do you create like a bond, a friendship where you can repeat with them?
What I would say is basically, what was the second one? What was the first one again? Sorry. So the first one was do you feel? Yeah, cool. So naturally, networking with bigger people, makes things bigger. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely like 100%. And what people nowadays call influencer marketing. Man was doing that when there was no name to it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, there probably was a name, but man wasn't calling it. Like no one knew what the name was. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So man was, but I don't want to say man was accidentally doing that, but I just like, bro, a lot of things was just common sense with me, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, oh, okay, so if 100,000 people look at this geezer every day, then maybe if he's wearing TakeRisks, then maybe they'll look at TakeRisks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was literally just like, oh, well, 1 and 1 equals 2 type of thing. Do you get me? However, it wasn't like, that was in my mind, But then, like, as you said, some people like, it's past the just business transaction, or they just wear the clothes one time and then blah blah blah. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's just natural if you just gel with the person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So like obviously, but all right then, cool. So for example, Potter now, from 2016, man's known my man. When like we gelled when he was just like Potter Paper, that was just rap. Like people knew him on YouTube. It wasn't really, nothing weren't really going on professionally, music wise, you get me? So we gelled from back then, like literally, like we could tell you stories from like back then for time, like bare different stories from back then. Cool. So then 2017, the start of that, he's gone jail. You get what I'm saying? So from 2017 to 2020, he's in jail. Cool. We've had 1 and 2 phone calls and that, but like you're in jail, innit? You get what I'm saying? Cool.
That's it.
When he's come out of jail now, it's right back the same as it was before. But that's just a genuine person doing that then. Some man that I've seen in this thing, that man was like cool with back then.
Switch it up
ridiculously, you get what I'm saying? But man just has to be man enough to know that, okay, that's just how it goes. Like, what are you gonna do, cry, bro? Like, or what are you gonna do, like, get upset or like not play their music when it comes on in the car and that, like, bro, like, they're just switched up and it is what it is, bro.
Well, are you saying now that they ask you a payment or something?
Nah, when I say switched up, like, Energy-wise, man, like, bro, like, come on now, man. Like, trust me, bro, man, I ain't gonna say names yet, but there's some guys in this industry, bro, that switched up, and it's like, blood, like, you, like, no. You get me, like, bruv, I've been to your mum's yard, fam, like, no, but I mean, in terms of, like, obviously, because relationships, man, made from, like, being in London back in the day, like, hitting sales or whatever, blah, blah, that's how man came up with a lot of these relationships, and how you said how the man do the networking thing. It's literally just a natural thing, bruv. There's people that I've met and my energy don't gel with them, and we just haven't worked again together. Man's not on no form of begging. However, my bedroom was telling me the other day, probably about 2 days ago, oh, blood, like, I think you're stunting your growth by not doing some of this begging thing, you know. I'm saying, bro, like, man's gonna have to switch the word begging, fam. 'Cause I'm not on that, bro. Like, it's never gonna happen, bro. But when he explained it, I kind of knew what he meant, bro. Like, here's an example. Like, people just take pictures with people that they're not doing nothing with, but they just saw each other. Boom, take a picture. Yeah. Now everyone thinks they're working together. It boosts up their thing. You get what I'm saying? And he was trying to. He used Kanye West as an example. He said, bro, if you saw Kanye West chilling, you would just be like, oh, so there's Kanye. No. That's what I would. That's what I'd be like, oh, bro, there's Kanye. You know, slow down. Exactly. But he's saying, no. You need to go over there and ask him for a picture, because when you as a clothing designer in the UK take a picture with Kanye, everyone's gonna think, oh my, what are they gonna do together? Boom, your followers through the roof. Boom, boom, boom. Really, you just asked him as a fan to take a picture, but because of what you do and what he does, it looks like, oh, maybe you lot's working. Some association. Some perception.
Yeah. That's it.
You need to spin a story around it as well, though.
So again?
You need to spin a story around it, though.
What you mean in terms of, like as in, yeah, that's the caption, bro. Oh, me and my bro working.
I'll just cooking up something.
Yeah, cooking up. Never know what you might see in the future. Because that's not lying, though. You never know what you might see in the future. Yeah, but this is what people are doing to kind of like fake it till they make it type of thing. But I'm not on that, fam. So that's what actually does kind of like hinder me sometimes, bro, because that's a good example. Like, why not take the picture with Kanye to make it look so boom, boom, boom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what would you say that is, though? Is that ego?
On a meeting?
No, is that, yeah?
Kind of still like, it is, yeah. But it also is personality traits, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
Why I'm saying it's personality traits is because, bro, like, I would say it's 20% ego, 80% personality trait. I'm just not like that. You see me, like, I'm a standoffish type of don, bro. Like, here's an example. Like, man's cool, but man's not gonna talk. Like, for example, if we was all in this room, obviously I'd say hello to everyone, but I'd probably just be like, just in the corner, like, just talking to someone that I know, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've been there talking to someone that I know, and then after, like, I wouldn't really be the person in the room, oh, hey, bro, so what do you do? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is absolutely fine, fam. And maybe I need to start doing that, but I'm just saying, on a personality thing, I'm just naturally not like that.
Yeah, I hear that, because that's me, literally. Yeah, that's literally me, yeah. But most of the time, people think that you're not open to talk when you act like
exactly.
that.
I get, all right, then cool. So before it was calm, but now that people half perceive man to be somebody, now it gets perceived to be stuck up or
arrogance.
Yeah. Like, because, like, if I don't speak to man think, oh, who does he think he is now? Boom, boom. And it's like, bro, I just don't know you, fam. Like, that's why I didn't say anything. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Nah, I agree, because that's how exactly like, both of us were pretty much alike in those sense, because like. Me, I'm a type of person, I don't beg people for anything. Like, throughout this life, stuff that I've achieved, I've done on my ones. I've grafted, I've done what I need to do what I need to do. But then at the same time, it's like, for example, when it comes to networking, I'm exactly the same. I don't like forcing stuff, because I feel like when it's forced, it's just the connection that you're going to have, because I go off of energy. You give me the energy back, I'm going to give you the same type of energy. So my thing is, if I don't gel with you, I'm not going to force it. And like, for me, how I go about networking, I prefer it naturally. You know, like, for example, how I messaged you. Like, weird enough, mad story. I messaged, Armani must have posted a thing on his Snap probably like 2-3 months ago, like a questions thing. And I must have messaged him on the questions, and I said, oh yeah, would you ever do a podcast? He must have replied to the messaging, obviously not me personally, but he replied to the messaging and said, yeah, I'd think about it in the future. Obviously, I left it. I got the answer that I kind of wanted. Then next thing you know, I'm at a lounge now, chilling, whatnot, watching boxing. who, and the worst thing, you know what's mad? I've seen you in town bare times before, knowing it's you, but how I always deal with people is I understand people are busy, especially, let's just say, like, not even gassing you up, but you're someone of, let's just say, status within Birmingham, yeah? So I always understand that people are busy. So, like, the times that I've seen you before where I could have approached you, I'm like, nah, I don't want to approach my man, because you know what? He probably gets people coming up in his space, blah, blah, blah. Let me leave it. Then when I was at the lounge now, chilling on a casual thing, I was literally on my ones watching boxing. Next thing you know, who comes in? You walk in, whatnot. So I was thinking, wow, like, this is mad. Man's pulled up now. And I'm thinking, you know what? The other chances that I've had wasn't the right setting. Whereas now my man's chilling, is watching boxing, whatnot. You're with your guys and whatnot. I was thinking, you know what? Now I need to go. To me, that's a sign, if that makes sense. Now I'm like, you know what? Let me chat to my man after the boxing finishes. 'Cause some people would probably jump on it straight away and be like, yo. But for me, I was like, you know what? Let him just chill. And then after, just before I go, I'll shoot my shot and see where it goes. Obviously, finish boxing now. Just before I go, yo, can I chat to you real quick, blah, blah, blah. Whereas for me, anyone that knows me personally, I'm a relaxed guy. I don't chat to people like that. I'm same like you. I'll walk into a room, hey, well, go on. But that's it. Unless I'm spoken to, I'm not speaking back to people. It's not an arrogance thing, but I just don't, it's not me. So anyways, when we had the conversation now, and he's like, yeah, we'll go from there. I'm thinking, bro, like, that's how it goes. And even my girl always gets on to me and she's there like, when it comes to this podcast, she's like, oh, you need to reach out with such and such. You need to reach out to this people. Because I know a lot of people, but I like things happening organically. I'm like, you know, when the time's right, it'll happen. So from what you're saying, I totally agree because you can't force certain things.
But you know what? I feel like there's a fine line, between begging and persisting.
100. There is. And I feel like, bro, if man don't do nothing, nothing's gonna happen, bro. So you really have to like sometimes like you see my mum, she gets on to me about not approaching people. She'll be like, oh yeah, he'll just walk in the room, he's just shook. He ain't saying nothing to no one. But that's what my mum says, you moving shook again. If you don't go and approach my my mum, like you know what she got it from, when man first started, fully first started, man got invited to a concert, and I don't know who invited man, but either way, Gigs was there. But man's backstage in his thing. These times, man's just like swear, like man's backstage.
Yeah, that's mad thing.
Mad, like you get me? Like, I'm talking about brand started Tuesday, next week Tuesday. Man's like this at this backstage, but that's through someone I knew. That wasn't like through like Gigs or that. That was someone I knew, and man was just like, raw man. So my mum's like, yo, approach him. I'm saying, nah, I'm not on that, you know. Since then, it's just been she's like, oh, you're shook. Everyone in the room laughed because imagine your mum, who's a big woman, calling your son shook, you get me? Everyone in the room laughed, and then since then, it's just been a running joke. Oh, you're moving shook again, blah, blah. But anyway, cool. Back to that time when I saw you, But do you know, I thought you was with man, you know? Like, you know what's mad? Like, I swear to God, you sitting here, like...
He came in and spotted me as well. He was like, yo, my God.
I came in like... Because, bro, my bedroom just shut... My bedroom, like, the boxing's gone in now. Bruv, I'm in my yard, bored, bruv. I've seen him at some lounge, and I'm like, yo, what go on here, fam? I'm messaging him like, yo, what you on? He's like, yo, man's at wherever we was again. Just say, cool, man's there. I'm saying, yo, might fly down, you know. I was like, yeah, come, boom, boom. So I've come, like, I don't know who he's with. I'm just like, yo, anyone I see? Oh yeah, he's close to man. Yo. I just felt everyone like, yo, everyone good. So I'm thinking, so it took me probably about. Bro, probably till the end to clock like you wasn't like directly with us. Like, I'm just thinking, yo, my man's a bit quiet, innit? I swear to God. I was like, yo, my man's a bit quiet though, innit? Like, I was thinking, whose bedroom is he out of? Because one of the people that's there he ain't my bedroom, so you could have been his bedroom. You get me? So I was like, yeah, not sure what's going on, but he's a bit quiet, fam. Like, gotta watch him, bro. You get me? But that's back's turned to him and that, like, gotta watch mine, and I firms him, he ain't said a word to man. Safe, so yeah, bro. And then come to fight. Then when I was like, I'm sure I said it at the time, like, oh, what, you know, I thought you was with man, like, you know what I'm saying? Mad thing.
And that's the thing as well, because I was there just like, I was sitting there, because I remember that day, originally I was meant to go with my boys, and then they cancelled last minute because they had stuff to sort out. And me, I'm my type of person, I chill by myself anyways. I don't need like company like that. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just pull up to the lounge, chill, watch a one boxing and whatnot. And it was funny because I was sitting that corner is like where I normally sit anyways. And then when your boys came, they came to me and they're like, oh, is anyone saying? I said, nah, cool. So when you came in and saved me, I was thinking, wait, does he know me or something?
I was lost though.
I was like, does he know me? But like stuff like that, I always say like when an opportunity arrives, I'm a strong believer that you just have to shoot your shot. And I always say like with a brand as well, it doesn't matter, like a podcast is a brand, a clothing brand is a brand. So when it comes to those type of things, like you have to work on it, because at the same time, no one else is going to do that for you. The brands that we see people wear now, like let's just say the Gucci, the Balenciaga, all those stuff, at one moment in time, they weren't the big status that you see now. 100%. They were doing the footwork, the groundwork to connect with this person, that person.
100%. And them owners are probably dead, not necessarily them. The people, the biggest brands now, their owners haven't even seen them at the height. They probably started that in the 70s. Yeah. They died in like 2010, and now in 2020 their brand blew up. They didn't even get to see it pop off. But my point is, it's legacy, bro. It's about building for your future. You get what I'm trying to say? So trust me, bro. That's what it's about.
But you know what, initially, you mentioned that you have the TakeRisks umbrella, yeah. What's the umbrella? Like, what do you have under?
So obviously, TakeRisks and Prosper, yeah. That's what man started. That's what man's foundation is, yeah. But then I started to realize that, man's a businessman though. So like man, like I can't just limit myself to just one thing when man's got talents in, like for example, like man's got talents in A&R, and for example, like I've put artists together on songs and that by just like through, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh you're not ask my man if he wants to give man a verse or something. I'm like, you're acting like you're not so and so. Let me ask him. I'm on that, but so you man studio, do you think boom, like not even but that's just one thing. Like even like things like I hate to keep going back to artists, let's just say people in general, then they come to man and ask man like, oh so man was gonna wear this, but I'm not sure because I don't know if you'd be rating this outfit, so what you reckon about even like styling people? Like, I'm just saying there's bare different things that man do that, like so here comes the platform. Man sat there, and was just like, bro, I talked to all these artists about you see me, I'm the person, I'm the anti-yes man. What I mean by anti-yes man is like, alright then cool. One example, on the first day of Potter's tour, man have said, oh, everyone around is saying, oh yeah, Potter will beat Nines in the verses. I'm saying no, he would not. When I say that, it was like the music scratch, the whole place went silent. What do you mean? Huh? And they're like, yo, mine is the coldest. I'm saying, yeah, he's the hardest rapper, cool, but hit for hit. Nines is when Nines starts dropping different. When he starts dropping these hits, bro, like Potter's got freestyles and that. Potter's got bangers and that. But bro, have you got hits that's gonna make the club go mad? No, Nines does. So in a verses, my man will win. But everyone's just moving. I can't believe he's saying this. I can't. All the little assistants, all the little people running around doing mic check, boom boom. All these little people and that are like, how is he saying this to Potter? Me and Potter just arguing back and forth. Oh well, if we ever do a verses, make sure you're on Nines' side. Bro, I swear to God, we're arguing in the middle of the thing, but. So I started to realize, bro, but I was, number one, conversation risk had started by then. But I'm just saying, those type of conversations was what man's having with artists on a daily, but man's telling Digger, your head is better than you, bruv. What? Listen, bro, man's telling all these guys, bro, what? But you got spun on that tune, fat blood, you came weak. So what I'm saying is, man has these conversations. All man did was put these conversations on camera. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what man chose to do. Man just said, yo, man's a businessman. I know these got through with the first business. Let's bring them on to the second business and let's argue, or let's not even necessarily argue, but let's get into some dialogue. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's what happened.
You know what's crazy, that you went with Porter on a tour. And you said it to him like, yo.
100% on the first date. I could have been kicked off the tour for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously not. He would have never done that. But I mean, in terms of like, that could have hurt people's feelings, bro. Like, I'm being serious, bro. Like, I swear to God, I have these conversations.
Yeah.
Normal, like if I was to go on my WhatsApp, yeah, I could probably put out a mixtape for amount of people that will send me their tunes, like, yo, what you reckon about this, or you reckon this second verse can work, or what you reckon about this bar, or you get what I'm saying? So like, man just said, yo, ask me this on camera. Let's do this on like let's have these conversations and that on camera. Honestly, yeah, let's just have honest conversations because I don't feel like there's a lot of. I don't feel there's a lot of interviewers that know these up personally enough for them to not get angry when you ask it or when you say certain things. You get me? So
what, you ask more straight questions and more honest questions.
I believe so. Anyway, I believe so. And the comments say the same thing. That the questions, my man's, I can't believe you asked that. Oh my days, like you know what I mean? Like
makes it more interesting, innit?
But that's what people want to know. You get what I'm saying? That's what people want to know. What Diggers beef and Lowski? Yeah, tell me about it. What happened? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, explain it. Like everyone else is gonna just. Oh, so how do you think your music's going, bro? Like, oh, when's your next show and that? Forget all of that. You just diss my man. You just diss my man, bro. Like, what happened there, bro? If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. If you do, then let's talk about it. You get me? That's why I think that's works type of thing. You get me?
Fair enough. So, you said you mix artists together and stuff like that. So you take risks that has an A&R part as well.
No. I mean,
he's like, a jack of all trades in the sense.
Yes, I mean, man's a jack of all trades. Like, man's a jack of some trades, not all.
Yeah.
Man's a jack of some trades, yeah. And I feel like, okay, as many of those trades that I could make businesses out of, man's gonna do that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's what the Take Risks umbrella is. Take Risks is the main thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But if man start Take Risks A&R, if man start Take Risks management, if man start interview platform, which man has done, if man started whatever, you get what I'm saying?
Who knows where it can go?
Say again.
I'm saying like you're starting all of those things because it's like who knows where you can take
exactly.
it, if that makes sense.
However, man still got like businesses. Well, man's got other things that man do other than like under the Take Risks umbrella. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So like, for example, if man was buying selling cars, man's not going to call it Take Risks cars.
Yeah, Take Risks.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's a mad take.
So who wants to take risks on a car? Like, freaking out. But you understand what I'm saying? If man was to sell cars or sell lighters or sell water or whatever, not necessarily going to be Take Risks. But under the things that come under like fashion, music, blah, blah, Take Risks, innit?
Nah, that's pattern. So like bringing it together now, like when it came to, let's just say COVID, how did that affect you? Because I'm very intrigued. Like as brands, obviously, you know, I always like keep up with the designing industry and stuff like that. And obviously shipping prices obviously increase, factories shut, all sorts. How were you able to kind of still keep things going, or did you keep things going? Obviously,
I can't lie, bruv. You see, all right, and cool. You see when I say documentary, I'll explain this properly. I'll explain it properly in documentary. Yeah, but there's certain points of life what changed the whole business. So I'd say cool. One example, it's all right, cool. 6-7 is one change in the business which started the kind of wave of it going.
Yeah.
Cool, that's that then. Paint splash, that done a whole next thing because paint. I'll explain why further in it, but boom, paint splash, that was a whole next thing that put the business in a different gear. So say it's gears, yeah. Say it's gears, but in my head the gears are unlimited. But let's just say it's gears 6-7, gear 1.
Yeah.
Boom. Paint splash gear 2. Fast forward, COVID, gear 3.
Yeah.
COVID helped man's thing seriously, bro.
Really?
COVID, bro.
I know your bellies were a thing. Even I got belly. I think I got 2.
Man don't want to, bro. COVID. Blood. COVID.
Took off.
How did it help?
COVID's my dog, man. I rock with COVID.
That's a mad.
Because I read somewhere that people started consuming more online and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what it was. You see, if I had the shop in COVID, sad time.
Yeah.
But you see, because man's just online, COVID. Remember, everyone's in their yard, fam. You're bored. You're in your yard. You ain't got nothing to spend money on. Man, are just spending, fam.
Yeah, it's true.
COVID was the next thing. Trust me. I reckon. I don't reckon, but hopefully all the online businesses in COVID that don't have super overheads and that should have done their thing.
Yeah.
I think.
It's true because I was watching it. Consumerism in general increased because like even though I don't have a business, I always try to think from a business perspective.
Yeah, you do have a business. This is a business.
Yeah. True. Even though, like, with that, I always try to think from a business perspective. Before I buy something, I'm thinking, what did they do to make me want to buy it? Like, why am I buying it? So I always question these things. And when COVID happened, I was literally watching bare people buying bare stuff, this and that. I'm thinking, wow, like, people are in their yard. Like, where are they going?
Where are you even
like,
taking
you
it?
dressing up to go home? Like, you dressing up to go to the living room? Like, what's going on?
I was confused.
I was very confused, but I see what you mean in the sense of, for some reason, I feel like there's something, I don't know, as humans, or maybe it's just our social era, where the more we get money, or we just don't want it to sit there.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just spend it on something. Because even at the time when I bought one of your...
Disappointed in myself.
you see the money going up, yeah? It's like... And
I can spend more now.
Yeah, you're like,
no, blood. You can save more. You can stack more. You can invest more. Money comes to me. I'm like, swear. All right, well, dinner's on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Exactly. Well, carry on. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But that's how I see it. It's like, as humans, I don't know. It feels like, you know, like Jamaica, they always say, oh, is the money itching your pocket?
Yeah. Money's hot in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so many times where it's like, you're getting money, you're seeing your account grow and whatnot. And for some reason, you start to think of every possible thing you can spend your money on. Not that's going to make you money.
Yeah.
Think about food, think about cars, you think about shoes, thinking, rah, like, if I buy 2 designer crepes, where am I going to wear them?
Yeah, what? Callum's going to love this.
It's all pointless stuff. So, like, more time, you just have to pause. But I could see, like, when it came to COVID, bare, like, brands and stuff like that. I remember, I think, not to be plugging other people's brand, but Maner Duvoir, Reese, I think he did what, 25 mil or something?
I was like 28 or something.
Yeah, mad money. And I was thinking,
I was watching all that in COVID. I can't lie. My man was flipping the script in COVID.
Did a crazy.
He was doing his thing. That's what I'm saying.
My thing is, it was crazy to see, like, as consumers, even when we're in a mad situation in the sense of in the world, what's going on, pandemic, whatever. Instead of thinking, how can we keep safe? How can we improve health? We're thinking, how can we buy more clothes? How can we drip?
Where to though?
Drip to nowhere. Drip to drink ups indoors and that.
Bro,
So let me say this here. You started the thing by yourself.
Yeah.
But you were saying now that you was watching Reese and everything.
Watching what? Reese and that? Yeah.
Do you have mentors? Like, do you talk to people to give you guidelines and stuff like that?
I did. And I need to go link him again, you know, I'll be honest with. Like, COVID is what stopped me linking him because, like, we'd have had to do it on Zoom. I'm saying, bro, I ain't paying all this money for a mentor. As in a paid mentor though. Like,
is it a paid mentor?
A business mentor, like a proper one, you get what I'm saying? So, so for example, what was I saying? Yeah, so because of COVID, man was like, but when COVID's done and that, we'll come back and blah, blah. But he used to proper make me think, and I need to go link him still, definitely, bro.
Like I don't know, like, does your business run ads and stuff like that?
Run ads, yeah.
Like, do you have a special team that runs that, or you had to learn it yourself and stuff like that?
It's all right and cool. So to start with, man was doing it myself. Okay. Now, like, trust me, the word team is such a serious thing, fam. Like, you need a team, bro. Like, that's where one thing I think I've slacked on for years, bro, because man's a private person, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's how man's Marge raised me. My mum, you think there's a curtain open in it could be hot as hell. You think she's opening the curtains, because anyone could just look in the yard. Like, she's just super private, you get me? So
yeah.
True.
For that reason, she don't trust no one, and she's installed that into me. So we ain't bringing no one into the business and showing you a password to this email or you know what I'm trying to say? But I've had to, like, literally work her out of that by learning more that, yo, man, need a team. And here's a quick gem, yeah. Bruv, it's a females thing. Trust me, it's a females thing. Work with females, yeah. You see females, bro. They'll do things no ego. Like, man's got a new girl that man just brought on now, yeah, bro. Trust me, bro. Like, I hope she don't watch this because I'm trying to act like she's not smashing it, but she's smashing it, bro. Like, trust me, bro. Like, females, fam. They're the people, because there's no ego when you're working with them. Like, you can say to her, you can say, I beg you, pass me that ball on that snooker tip over there, please. They'll do, like, if you ask a man, they're like,
my send out.
Like, bro, like, I beg you get your own ball, fam. What do you mean, bro? Like, lava, bro. You mean grab balls for your fam? Like, bro, like, make it into a joke and all that. You gotta think, whereas a girl will just grab the ball and bring it. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's true.
So, like, it's just more like, it's just more about, like, yeah, man. I'll working with females makes more sense, man. You'll see me with females. Not even that, bro. Just she works. She's cool and that.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, I definitely agree. I feel like when it comes to women, it's like us men may like, I feel like at times we have our ego makes us overdo it sometimes, but we can have a vision, but it's like a woman, or having the right woman next to you or the right amount of women next to you. We have the vision, but they will plan. They'll be like, okay, you have the vision, but step 1 here, step 2 here,
and that's what I'm starting to learn. Like, it's like what I've always had, is like all the ideas in my head. So I'm forgetting. I come up with 5 ideas. I forgot 3 of them. I've only got 2 left.
Yeah.
Whereas now I've got 5 ideas, 3 to this woman, 2 to her. They're reminding you, the action in it, the boom, 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 the blah, blah. They're bringing it back to you. Yo, what do you think about this? I like that. Carry on, boom, boom, boom. Finished product. Women, you get what I'm saying? Like, literally, bro. Whereas men, like, which, I don't know, man. Even me, like, bro, lazy is definitely not the word for me. I was about to say I'm lazy, fam, but I'm
Procrastinating.
No, not even procrastination. It's just like I'm a delegator in it. Like, I'm like, yo, all right, cool. So if I need that coat over there, I'm thinking, oh, can you give me that coat, please?
Who's the closest?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm liking it. So it's like that works against me sometimes. You get what I'm saying? That works against me because I need to be checking over things like, oh, I know what I mean. If I give you a task to do, I'll assume that you've done the task.
Yeah.
But really, I need to be like, oh, so you do that task? Yeah, swear down. Oh, how'd you do that? Boom, boom. So I can learn it, so I know how to do it myself. But I'm just like, oh, yeah, you do that. Oh, sorted you. Thanks for that. Now I don't know nothing about the task. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, fam. Trust me, bro. Man's just learning, fam. And I enjoy learning new things that add to the business. You get what I'm saying? So I reckon teamwork is what the new thing is that I'm adding.
Yeah, more the business, the more the business grows, the more team you need, innit?
100%, bro. 100%. And but how I will say I've stunted my growth is by not having a team at points where
You needed a team.
I needed to grow. Yeah, bro. Like, trust me, bro.
Trial and error. Like, on our podcast, like, bringing things together and wrapping it up. Like, on our podcast, like, we're big on inspiring and motivating the next generation coming up. So as, let's just say, an entrepreneur, a businessman, what keeps you motivated? Like, other from creating a legacy, like, what makes you want to keep going, if that makes sense?
My mum's got bills, fam. Listen, let me explain. Obviously, boom. One thing I like to put out there, just so like, I just think it's a good thing for black people to hear,
Yeah.
Boom, 2019, man, retired man's mum, fully, and she works with, and she works 100% for the brand. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's it. Like match the wage from what he's getting at work.
Yeah.
Boom, listen, boom, that we ain't working for no one else no more. We're doing this. You get what I'm saying? Cool. So my point, like, so that's what it's for, bro. Because if men stop, that's what mom, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, my mom's good anyway. Like, she's good. She's got her own money and whatever, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, man's got a family to feed, bro. Like, I ain't got no youths yet, but I mean, like, man's gonna have youths one day, and they need to be eating off something that man started, like, something they need to be eating off a pound I made in like 017.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
A pound I made in 018. All these pounds need to feed my child in 2028. Do you understand what I'm saying? So man can't stop going until I feel like man's youths are fed, and man's not a millionaire, bro. So man's youth's not even thinking about getting fed yet, bro. Like, as in, like, in terms of, like, bro, like, oh my days, fam. What's my youth gonna do with what I've got, fam? I need millions, bro. It's like, what?
There's too much money out there, man.
What? Blood, my youths ain't wait. Listen, yo, man never came up super hard, like, yo, nothing in the fridge. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like that, yeah. But, like, yo, man definitely struggled, yeah.
Yeah.
Man's youths ain't struggling, bro. It's not happening, you know.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. You want to create a whole different world for them.
Yeah.
Bro, and that's another reason I can't dive, because I need to, like, one, I ain't got no youths, one, and two, because, like, man needs to, like, yo, fam, like, man needs to provide, bro. Like, men in life are providers, bro. Like,
That's what we're here.
trust me, bro. That's what men are here for, bro. I don't do the females pay for things with me, bro.
Nah.
You get what I'm trying to say? I don't, like, that's just me personally, and obviously there was a point in my life before where, like, bro, like, what, a girl's gonna buy me some trainers? I'm on it, fam. You dumb, like, you get what I'm saying? But now I'm feeling like, yo, I'm the man.
Different
Yeah.
mindset.
You get what I'm trying to say? I need to provide. Boom, like, this is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'll throw a question out there like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, you said you're the man now, you're the provider and everything. But don't you think it makes more females come to you like that because they want something from you?
Oh, yeah. 100. Yeah, but yeah. But you gotta just, You gotta just sift through the gold diggers, fam. You see, you know what I do, yeah? I just say I'm broke, fam. Like, no, big man thing. Bro, listen, ego aside, I try to convince girls.
Big man, no, nothing, yeah. But if I see you with B22,
listen, no, I hear that. But when I say man's broke, like, yo, man's investing, bro. Like, yo, man, alright, cool, man's not broke. Like, that's what, like, because obviously they'll be like, yo, you're not broke. Like, no way. But
I don't have free money free.
Yes, I don't have frivolous money to throw around, bro. You know them niggas that's in the club popping bottles and that. 20 bottles, spent 5 bags that night. I cannot do that, bro.
That's a mad thing.
Because, bro, man can do that, but why the hell would man do that, bro?
Yeah.
So because I feel like, why the hell could man do that? Man can't do that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, that's it, innit? Like, I just make y'all know that, bro. Like, it's not, bro. Like, come on, man.
It's nothing I can do for you.
Nothing I can do for you, fam. Like, yo, if you want food,
got little light Nando's thing.
Yeah, you know,
Wagamama,
Miller and Carter, like, you get me? But like obviously, and like man is a tight bastard, yeah. But like no one's going hungry in it. Like, like no one's going hungry in it. Like man's not like, you get me, bro. Like man, make sure everyone's catered for properly still. But like man's just not that, you ain't just. I'm not just meeting you today and you just get a Louis bag tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a mad.
You see all of that. You see all that behavior.
Those expectations,
bro. Listen, hear me, bro. This not happening. You know, I swear to God. Listen, man. Nah, bro. Maybe if I was younger or something and grew up in this generation of just everyone, just buy girls everything, then maybe, fam. But nah, bro. I'm old school, bro. Like, Alan was buying meetings back in the day, bro.
Exactly. That's a mad thing.
But you're in the type of environment, with artists and stuff like that, because that image gets portrayed by Instagram and stuff like that. Is it real?
In terms of are the artists that just out here buying? Yeah. Digger Diaz. He needs to stop doing that, by the way. I've tried to tell him, chill out, big man. But he's not listening, but he's rich in it, so...
And he's young. When you're young...
Oh, that's it. There we go.
Young, you got
he's young,
different perception.
He's young, he's rich, he's doing his thing, but the rest of them ain't doing that, bro. Like, 90% ain't doing that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, 90% is just on the same thing, bro. Like, you don't... Like, I don't need to do that, fam. You girl, cool, but, like, everyone else, like... You get what I'm saying?
When it comes to like bringing it all together, when it comes to, let's just say, the people that are listening, and let's just say you have youngers or even people that are our age that are listening and they want to, let's just say, step out of that, 9 to 5 spectrum. What advice, if you can give one piece of advice before we cut it, what would you give advice to a person that wants to start a business or wants to become, let's just say, quote unquote, an entrepreneur? Like, what advice would you give somebody?
What I would say is like,
take risk.
And prosper.
That's the main thing I would say. Literally take a risk, but fam, a calculated one, bro. Don't be sitting there like you got £100 and you're trying to start a business with £100. If you cool, what I would say is, go to work and all that. Like when you're at work, work in it, but put some money aside to invest in that into whatever your actual passion is. Once that passion starts making more money than work, then leave work and put that time you spend into work into your passion, and you'll be calm. You get what I'm saying? Now that I made that sound mad easy, it's not easy at all. So what I would say is like, just don't be like, cool. Here's one thing I would say. You see the perfectionist thing?
Allow
it. See all this procrastination, perfectionist thing, allow it. Let me give you an example. I know we're short on time. Let me give you an example here. Watch this. I don't even care if he knows what I'm talking about. Watch this. I was in a barbershop arguing when we first started the brand. Fully. Another geezer I know, he's starting a brand here. We both started at the exact same time. Cool. My man's saying, we're in the barbers, and my man's like, oh yeah, well, my thing's gonna be uptown and that. I don't care about the street youths and that. Boom, you can have them. They don't buy nothing anyway. Boom, 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 blah, blah. Like, watch my thing. Boom, boom, boom. You get me? I'm like, all right, cool. Obviously, I'm arguing back. You get me? Because I believe in my thing. You get me? But like, that was his points. You get what I'm trying to say? I can't even remember what my points were, but the fact is, that was his points. You get me? Cool. But then like, so what a man notices, he had like some boxes. What he was selling hats in. He had some boxes, but the boxes was like, it was beautiful. It had his branding on there. Everything nice, some nice black boxes.
He proper went to thought out the process.
Thought it out, cool. So now I'm like, I need some boxes, you know. Boom, gone to the box maker. I'm like, yo, I need some boxes. Boom, all pretty and that. Boom, boom, boom. This is how I need them, blah, blah. You know what my man said to man? Oh, what is that, hat boxes, yeah? I said, yeah, that's what I need. Boom, boom. He's like, have you sold a hat yet?
Nah.
I said, nah, you know. He's like, so why are you trying to get hat boxes? You haven't sold a hat yet, bro. Go and sell some hats and then use that money. Use that money, what you've got from the hats, to invest into the hat boxes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why would you, like, you're excited about hat boxes and blah, blah, but you haven't even sold no hats, bro. So put money into getting the hats out there rather than your hat box. All right, then cool. So fast forward now. That nigga's brand, whoo, stinker. Oh my days, get out of here. So that brand now fell to the wayside, yeah?
Yeah.
And man's brand's still going. But watch this. So, because he's on this super artistic perfectionist, I've got to wait until, blah, blah, blah. And he's just been waiting forever. And then nothing really came of it because he's sitting in his yard. He's a graphic designer, so he's going ham, graphics, boom, boom, boom.
He's
blah,
not
blah, blah.
dishing out anything.
Say again?
He's not dishing out anything. He's doing all of the behind the scenes.
Nothing's coming out though. Like nothing's actually coming out. Or like if it would come out, like, okay, it's perfectionist, but you've probably used all your resources or all the money you had to push this out there. You've probably used it in you've probably used it in the materials or something. Like, you know the man that, like, there's certain people, well, back then, obviously now man care about materials now, but you see, like, he was on this, like, over fine stitching. It's got to boom, 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 and then nothing happened. But watch this. Now, what I did was, okay, it's maybe it's not perfect, but all right, I reckon I can push this out. Boom, let's push it out. Boom, boom, boom. So create the capital, and then now you can invest into materials and all them nicer things. Boom, boom, boom. Now, so man had to get the capital to be able to afford to make that coat. Then, do you understand what I'm saying? But to start with, man wouldn't have had the finances to, like, get the materials to boom, 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 and then the shipping costs and blah, blah, blah. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to actually go out there and start making something of it to reinvest into it. And then, so the first round might not be the best, but then the second round was better, then the third round was better, and the next thing you know, your things got better and better and better. And then the thing you wanted to do at the start with all the nice fine tuning and all that, you've got time to do that now. Because your thing's selling anyway. So then your thing's selling, and then now you spend some time on this extra fine tuning one, you bump the price up on that one because it's put more effort and time in, and now you can afford to sell that one, bro. But if you wasn't selling the normal ones before, you wouldn't be able to get to the point of having the time to fine tune. You get me?
Yeah.
So don't fine tune to them. Fine tune, obviously, don't put on no stupidness, but don't be sitting there overly invested in that. And then the promotion's got nothing behind it. Then there's no other thought behind it. Some people are clothing designers and not businessmen. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's a difference.
So have the mix of both, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Have the mix of both, or find someone that is a businessman and you just do the behind the scenes thing. Because that same geezer I was talking about, the brand thing. If he worked with me,
bad boy.
His blood. My designs, I'd have some next extra hard designs there. He would be able to, like, get some capital off the design. Really, he should have just worked with, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And been a designer for a businessman. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But he's a designer and not a businessman, so the business has failed. But the designs look great. But the business has failed. You get what I'm saying? So,
did you try to approach him and get him on?
Nah, I didn't.
At the end of the day, when it's someone doing their own thing, you kind of have to leave them in their lane.
Yeah, man. And I feel like he would feel if I'd done that, like I was trying to little boy him or something. Like, he would be an ego thing, like, oh no, I'm not doing that. You're mad. Like, we was sitting at the same time saying we're gonna start these brands. His thing's done well, and now he wants to try and hire me.
Nah,
Once again, males. If that was a female, should have said, oh, you know what?
That makes sense.
Let's do. Yeah, it was a bit. All right, back in the day, I was trying to be a shit, but let's do this now. Boom, boom, boom. The ego dropped, fam. But males, fam. You get me?
So you know what? You've heard it from the man himself. One rule that you should take on board. For one, definitely take risks, calculated risks. When it comes to the second one, play your role. Not everyone's, let's just say, an entrepreneur. Sometimes be the behind the scenes guy. You don't really have to be the forefront.
Just partner with people at the end of the day as well.
Partnership, it goes a long way. But you know what? Just want to thank you again, obviously, for coming on. I appreciate the time that you
appreciate you having me.
Also, just before we do go, one, shout out the brand, so people know where they can find the brand. Two, letting them know again, your Bullring release date, so that way whoever's watching this, you know, Saturday, that's where you need to be.
All right, cool. So, boom. Shout out Take Risks and Prosper UK on 90% of the socials. Snapchat, Take Risks UK, or myself personally, Armani, Take Risks. Yeah. Cool, that's one. Two, conversation with a risk taker. I know it's a bit long, but spell it all out. Conversations with a S, with a risk taker. Yeah, go YouTube and Google that. Yeah, and Instagram and all them things. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, happy about that. Store opening, 8th of October, Saturday. No one ain't got work, bro. Next week down there.
What time?
Oh, time 11. I mean, I even too put out time. Let's say 11.
Yeah.
Let's say 11. Let's say 11. But no, we're saying 11. Yeah.
11 sharp.
11
You never know. You might see Digger in the shop or something.
You never know who you could see. Might have a special guest. You know, who knows? Nah. But throughout the shop happening, they may not see them on the first day, but throughout the shop opening, they're all gonna come down there. Everyone's already gave their guarantees. You're gonna come and you know what I'm saying. Par's meant to be doing some t-shirt signing down there and that, because obviously we've done a collab last year and that. So obviously we still got items from the collab. Boom, come sign them. Bit personalized, whatever. You know what I mean? Good experience for a fan of Potter. Yeah, man. Should be good, man. It should be good, man. Either way, it's man's first long-term shop that man's had. Man's happy to do this, man. Birmingham, my own city. You get me? I could have done this anywhere else in the world, but I'm here with you, Birmingham.
But it's get back season. You already know what it is.
Shout out get back season.
Nah,
you already know.
Trust me, but thank you.
I don't go on every show.
You sure you don't write some rhymes for some rappers?
Don't forget it helped in the studio as well. Just cool.
This is Get Back Season, baby.